I watch The Gray Man and Day Shift, and if I fed an AI action movie tropes and asked for a...
Yep, that's me. Talking about movies again, and I bet you're wondering how I got myself into this situation. Well, listen up, because...
I'm Johnny B, and I was raised by TV. And so can you. Summer blockbusters all the way back to June 20th in 1975 when Steven Spielberg terrified us out of the water with Jaws. That's how they'd say it if they were talking about it on the news back when Steven Spielberg made us terrified of water. Because, like, the sharks weren't really that big of a deal before then. To the Steven Spielberg movie. He gave them the idea. He kind of worked with them. Jaws made $100 million in the box office.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Brand new territory, and this is big news. The summer blockbuster was born. The first time blockbuster was used in reference to a movie was in 1943. RKO Studios made a movie called Bombardier. It was a war movie, and they wanted to drive up the thrill and the panache. A blockbuster is a bomb. It's a big bomb, like it can bust a block, The advertising, Bombardier, the blockbuster of all action thrill service shows. According to Wikipedia, and now that I will no longer be able to turn in this video for credit, I'm going to make my way back to 1975 with our old pal Bruce. The birth of the modern American blockbuster and a new explodey era of movies. This is where we started getting movies with big budgets that made a lot of money. Explosions aren't totally necessary, but they definitely help. Jaws set the standard. Big, exciting adventures that bring in audiences that wouldn't normally be sitting together. Everyone was going to want to go in and see if that shark was going to eat that lady on the poster. I think it does. I think the shark eats the lady on the poster, right? It's just the three guys and the one guy's scared of sharks the whole time. And water, he doesn't even like water in general. Like sharks smelling blood.
Go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
The studios smelt the money in the box office. Everybody jumped to get on this trend, which led to some really great action movies, like a Star Wars.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yes, it also led to some pretty rough ones, like a Star Wars.
You were the chosen one!
When you take a step back and look at the universe, if you watch something long enough, eventually everything turns into a pattern. Patterns become trends, and trends become tropes. If you don't keep an eye on your tropes, or you don't take care of them, or you feed them after midnight, these tropes can grow wild and become cliches. These are overused, outdated, and poorly executed versions of these tropes. When you call something a trope, it means that it's like familiar beats in a story. If you have enough stories, you're going to repeat these tropes. They're everywhere, and calling something a trope isn't necessarily a criticism. We would have never learned to read a really long, scrolly bit of text on the screen if a certain flannel-laden film lover hadn't fallen in love with samurai flicks and Western movies of yore. Without tropes like the Fred Flintstone's two-time dinner, we wouldn't know right offhand just how mad Topanga was going to get when Corey tried to double up the night with her birthday party and the wrestling match where his friend's dad, Vader, was getting ready to wrestle.
I guess this is where I get hit on the head with a frying pan.
Vader was wrestling, babe. Yeah, Vader's on Boy Meets World. You know what time it is? It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. He doesn't sound like that. Robin Williams had to balance a job interview as himself and a family function dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh no, I killed the bastard.
The woman he dressed up in a disguise as to sneak into the wife of his to the home of his ex-wife to have unauthorized contact with his children. I mean, like, he shouldn't have had his kids taken away from him. And he just threw a party. That's the only thing he did wrong. But, I mean, still, you should not dress up like an old lady and pretend to be somebody else and get your ex-wife to pay you to be in her house. You shouldn't do that. But you got to be careful with tropes, considering what they say about too much of a good thing and all that. We all love a roguish anti-hero with a personality embodying the chaotic good, rough around the edges, kind of mean, but they always come through in the end because of honor and all that. But show me a dog making it to the end of an alien invasion movie where the extraterrestrials have decimated the population of humanity and destroyed full-on cities. But somehow this dog was able to reunite with its family. Now don't worry, I won't kill the dog, but let's take a look at some of the tropes that land and some of the cliches that bomb in Day Shift and The Gray Man. Trope number 1. Come on in. The shadows are fine. This is where we meet the down-on-their-luck protagonist who's being recruited by some shady organization. And bonus points if this shady group lets them know just how expendable they are. First example of this is in Gray Man. Billy Bob visits Ryan Gosling in prison. They chat about bubblegum for a while.
You want some gum? What kind you got? Bubblicious watermelon wave. What do you say? There is no other kind.
So Billy Bob drops a dossier full of exposition about our character and the life they've lived up to this point.
I get it. You're glib. Well, I'm just going to cut to the chase. My name is Donald Fitzroy, and I'm here to commute your sentence.
You're going to commute my sentence?
Yes.
Just like that. Ooh, you're my fairy godmother. No offense, I thought you'd look different.
I may be. We'll see.
We get allusions to things that we're not going to find out about our character until very far in.
Say hello to my little friend!
Scarface. Tony Montana tells us about the lengths that he would go to receive a green card.
You tell your guys in Miami.
When he's approached by the CIA to commit an assassination in the beginning of Scarface.
I kill a communist for fun. But for a green card, I'm gonna carve him up real nice.
Come on. James Gunn has this trope on lock. Not only did he make a really good sequel to the Suicide Squad.
Glad to be here. Ready to kick some ass, sir, and really looking forward to getting to know all of you. Even you, Peacemaker, even though you're not the best guy in the world.
But he was able to use this single trope to make one of the best superhero TV shows that I've ever seen.
You're a born killer with expertise in every weapon known to humankind. And you've had experience in black ops around the globe. So, I'm giving you the chance to stay out of prison and work for me.
And you are?
Peacemaker is way up here, and you're all living down here. John Cena...
Hey, your outfits are really dapper. I'm really excited to be here.
...has ruled the land now. Whoops, that didn't work. Try the head. This trope involves a monster that is so scary or terrifying that you don't know how to kill it. You have to follow very specific steps in order to kill this monster. The Day Shift uses this theme all throughout. They build on the classic vampire lore, but then keep adding on different things.
These guys?
Check it out. Silvertip wooden bullets, vampire killers.
What's that about?
It plays a big part in the movie, and to be honest, I still don't even know how you kill some of these things, because...
Huh? You cut my head off. I thought we were friends.
If only there was some helpful news bulletin to give us some well-timed exposition about how to kill these monsters.
The attackers can be stopped by removing the head or destroying the brain. I'll repeat that, by removing the head or destroying the brain.
Well, that's European socialism for you.
Sade, that's Lizzie's.
Yeah, but she did dump you.
Oh.
There's some good in the shed.
Shaun and his buddy Ed will tell you that knowing is just half the battle. In Monster Squad, Shane Black let us know that
Wolfman's got nards.
Wolfman's got nards, but you're still gonna need a silver bullet to kill him. Get the butt out of here. I'm not killing with innocence about. I'm not taking the shot. One of the quickest tropes to show us the character behind your hero is throw an innocent in front of them when they're trying to do a kill and force them to back out of it at the last minute. Or not, depending on how ruthless they are. Gosling shows us that not all murderers are monsters when he refuses to make a kill in front of the target's son.
Why am I not hearing anything?
I'm picking up
He
collateral.
does make the kill, it's just a little bit later. You just had to be a little bit patient. He's gonna do it.
Okay, you know what? There you go. I took it. Okay?
He did it. Look, it's done. But now they're mad at him, so that's the movie kicks off from there. Sometimes when you decide not to kill a kid, though, you gotta adopt it. You gotta take it home and raise it with you. You gotta feed it and water it and probably give it some training or something too. If you don't believe me, just ask Bruce Willis in Lucky Number Slevin, because his character, Mr. Good Cat, ends up adopting the kid that he was supposed to kill. And then, you know, it's a reveal later on in the movie.
I want to go home.
Neither of us is going home for a long time, kid. My name is Good Cat.
Whoa, that was him the whole time? Moneypenny and M would never be caught dead with Ruth. So when the young agent barely hesitates to pull the trigger when M orders her to take the shot even though Bond's not clear, well, we'd see just how ruthless she really is.
I say take the shot. I can't. I'm it, Bond. Take the bloody shot.
So they lost 007 and a candy bar all in one go. Partner? I don't need no stinking partner. Heroes are usually lone wolves. Statistics don't lie. So you can imagine the frustration when they get saddled with some dead weight. I mean, a partner.
They lack regenerative abilities and appear more dead than alive.
Jamie Foxx gets partnered with the straight-laced desk jockey played by Dave Franco, who's there to make sure that he doesn't break any rules.
Hey, the sooner he fucks up, the sooner your sweet cheeks are in Carol's desk.
Good luck, pal. Oh, look out! Dan Harmon's got a lot of tropes, and he knows how to use them.
Because of your baby legs. So I'm partnering you up with regular legs. Hey there.
Thanks to interdimensional cable, we know that baby legs don't need to partner with regular legs, but...
Baby legs and regular legs, I'm proud of you two for working together.
But maybe he'll learn to love him anyway.
And baby legs, I know it was hard for you to come to the conclusion that you need a partner. But I'm proud of you that you did it.
Murtaugh didn't need no damn partner.
Burnout on the ragged edge.
Oh, perfect.
Gun!
And he's definitely too old for the shit that this loose cannon Riggs is gonna be pulling.
Raj, meet your new partner.
This dude is a little eccentric, but it's okay, because he's gonna give us some really cool gadgets. At some point in the story, our hero is going to need a little bit of a break and to restock on ammunition, maybe get some more exposition.
This thing will go through a brick wall.
This is where the weirdo tech guy shows up to miss social cues, make fun of our hero for being outdated, hack some stuff, and give him some new gadgets or weapons. Okay, so now in Gray Man, we know that this guy...
I want the works. Starch, clean, press, and I wanted same-day service. Can you do it or what?
That's a very expensive laundry list.
Is gonna have some cool stuff. Normally, though, they are a little bit more trustworthy than this guy.
You know all about notoriety, don't you?
But I bet Gosling is going to be frustrated and doing some quiet yelling after he gets the trapdoor treatment.
Trapdoor! Unexpected.
Which is a classic trope by itself. Now, I remember 3 things about Tango and Cash. They use a belt to slide down a wire. There's a really awesome blazer.
Double armored, bulletproof glazing all around. 120mm cannon on the driver's side. Transfer case has torque splitting. It'll seat 60 in 5.5 seconds and pull high 10s in the quarter.
And there's a guy with crazy glasses who gives them the blazer.
Ultra booster. It's nitrous oxide.
That's it. It's just pretty cool. I mean, it's Q.
Q.
Come on, it's Q.
How are you? Most unhappy 007, thanks to you.
If you don't know who Q is, you probably don't care about much that's on this list, but Q is the guy who gives James Bond all of his cool gadgets. Think laser beam watches, rocket cars, and...
Oh, that's the latest liquid crystal TV.
Cameras to... inappropriately pointed at a female lab assistant's cleavage.
Perfect image, Q.
Really, 007.
Earmuffs! When you have an action movie with kids in it, you're going to need to shield them from all of the ruckus that's going on with earmuffs. Jamie Foxx has to keep up on his parental duties right about the same time that all of the vampires are coming after him, and, well, what's he gonna do?
Dad's gonna be driving. You might feel a little swerving, but that's just my special driving, all right?
He picks up his daughter from a birthday party, straps her into a 5-point harness, and gives her a pair of Beats by Dre and an iPad for product placement and to distract her from the incoming car chase that's about to ensue. So this car chase goes wild. Like, I do not understand how this kid does not know what's going on. Do you have zero peripheral vision? Do you honestly think that all these crashes, cars crashing into the side of the truck that you're in? You think that's in your game? I'm sorry, you lost me. I can get on board with vampires that can walk around with no heads, but Beats by Dre blocking out car crashes, I don't think so. Tough guys like to protect kids. So, Gosling notices some cameras going black.
You should go to bed.
So he knows that the girl that he's there to protect is in danger, so he sends her to her room and tells her to turn up the music on the record player, which is playing Silver Bells. Silver Bells is a really odd choice for a Zoomer to listen to. I don't think any kid under 18 has ever willingly chosen to put on the song Silver Bells. But they do this again later, and it makes a really nice callback.
Am I allowed to chew gum in here?
Vince Vaughn really shows us how it's done.
All you gotta do is say earmuffs to him. Earmuffs. They can say fuck, shit, bitch, whatever you want.
This kid is forever protected from the tirade of curse words and vulgarities.
Cock, balls.
Spewing from Frank the Tank.
Okay, I'm just proving a point. You don't have to celebrate it, Frank.
The Gray Man and Day Shift are pretty formulaic, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. I mean, there are 19 Fast and the Furious movies, for crying out loud. So really, the sky's the limit if you think about it. The Gray Man was a lot of fun, and I'm a sucker for a spy flick. But do something to upset Gosling so that he does that cute little under his breath grumble rant.
Bleed out while we have this conversation. Can we just unpack this somewhere else?
And I'm there to ask that Gray Man, hey, what do you say, man? That is a mission I'd gladly accept. If you know what I mean. I mean, he's hot. Ryan Gosling he's hot. Even when he hates cereal, he's still hot. The Day Shift wasn't really for me, which sucks because Jamie Foxx is amazing and I love Dave Franco. But the goofy, over-the-top, frenetic vampire violence and Snoop Dogg just had me saying fangs but no fangs.
May circumvent his normal operating hours so long as he notifies the union before entering, which he did.
Thank you.
But no fangs. What do you say, man? Did you like these films? Let me know or yell at me in the comment section about a trope that you think that I missed and should have made the list. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Watch my other videos where I talk about other things that I've watched, and subscribe so you know when I watched a thing. So until next time, I'm Johnny B, and I was raised by TV.